NFL team preview. We got the New England Patriots, and as a lifelong Patriots fan, I've never been more uncertain about a Patriots team coming into a season than I am with this one. Of course, expectations as a Patriots fan has had to be recalibrated in recent years. I'm grateful my entire adult life Super Bowls were the realistic expectation every year, but all good things must come to an end. And if it wasn't for Bill Belichick, this team would probably not even be worth doing a preview on. Last season, I had no clue what was behind the decision to have Matt Patricia and Joe Judge as co-offensive coordinators. I mean, a defensive coordinator and a special teams guy. No surprise that experiment was a disaster, and for the first time made me question Bill Belichick's decision-making. Now, Bill O'Brien is in as offensive coordinator. He was a part of some of those great Patriot offenses years ago. I think he's a good coordinator, but not a good head coach. Some guys just can't make that transition. But regardless, no question an upgrade from the situation last year at offensive coordinator. After all, I mean, I would be a good upgrade from last season's OC. The depth chart doesn't have a ton of change. They lost Jacoby Myers, but got Juju Smith-Schuster, which is basically a wash. With Devontae Parker, gives them two quality wide receivers. Ross Stevenson is in line for a big season. I have him in 2 of my 3 fantasy leagues. Zeke Elliott will be interesting to see how what he brings. Keep an eye on 6th-round sleeper wide receiver Demario Douglas. This guy looks legit. Reports are he's tearing up the first-team defensive backs and starting to get first-team reps. Last season, the Patriots played the second easiest schedule of opposing defenses, but finished 24th in offensive EPA. The Pats' defense ranked number 2 in starting field position given to the offense, but that only resulted to the Patriots being 23rd in scoring rate. Last season, the Pats won 8 games, and check out the quarterbacks they faced and won against. Zach Wilson 2 times, Skylar Thompson, Jacoby Brissett, Sam Ehlinger, Mitch Trubisky, Jared Goff, and Colt McCoy. None of these, besides Goff, are starters this year. Now, let's take a look at their opening schedule this year and the quarterbacks they face starting week 1. If you look at their 2023 schedule, they start with Jalen Hurts, Tua, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, Derek Carr, Jimmy G, Josh Allen. They see Tua again, and then after their bye week on week 11, they see Herbert, Mahomes, Josh Allen again, and then Aaron Rodgers again. It's by far the toughest schedule in the league, an absolute brutal list of opponents. They play the top 10 teams that are the top 10 favorites to win the Super Bowl. They play 14 games against opponents that have at least an 8.5 game win total, so basically 14 games against teams that are expected to be above 500. I have New England only favored in 3 games this season, one of which is the London game against the Colts. Even some of the games that seem easier, they're actually tough scheduling spots, either on the road or a short week where opponents have rest advantage, or their bye week will be spent traveling for the international game. It's tough to see the upside here with Mac Jones, with his below-average O-line against this super tough schedule, and a big sign of things that have been over for the Patriots, in my opinion, was how they used to do all the little things right, the Patriot way. I mean, they used to do all the little things so well. Patriots led the NFL in delay-a-game penalties last season. I think we see a more simplistic style of offense in the sense it's easy to grasp and understand for players, so it's not going to be some major learning curve for Mac Jones in the offense. Going to rely a lot on the heavy run game, play action to kind of keep Mac Jones from panicking under pressure. I trust in Bill Belichick. I think any team with Bill Belichick as the GM, head coach, and defensive coordinator automatically increases a team's potential. Patriots are listed as 7.5 wins. I'd never bet that under such a low win total here. Only time Bill B has won below 7 games was his debut as a Patriot 23 years ago. But I'm certainly not betting the over either against such a tough, brutal schedule. That's all I got for the Patriots. If you watched this far, I really appreciate it. Only 10 more games to go for these NFL team previews. Remember, if you want my plays on betting and access to my weekly NFL power ratings, check out the Discord community I run called the Betting Network Discord. Until next time, good luck with your bet.